Hello, hello. It's early on a Monday morning. It's time to get drawing. I don't know what could have been on that page. Got to check that I hadn't drawn some heinous stuff before opening the studio. Opening the page. That was a big problem I had in university, actually. I would just draw absolutely vile things in my sketchbook. And then the culture was obviously to be like, oh, let's see your sketchbook. Let's share notes. I didn't have like a public facing one. Which is silly. I'm masking. I'm masking when I'm doodling for the things I know people are going to see. Otherwise, I'm drawing diabolical things like unhappy faces. I think what I really mean is I probably wrote words rather than just drawing. I'm so embarrassed about the thought of people seeing my thoughts written down because I'm gonna look so stupid. They'll see me in it like I've got some Jaden Smith quotes or something in there. Meanwhile, if I draw like pretty flowers and like ambiguously scary faces and monsters, they'll think, oh, so mysterious, so profound. If I draw big blocky shapes for hours at a time, they'll think, whoa, this guy knows his shapes. And that's what I really want people to think. This guy knows his shapes. That's all that matters. Let's get some freaking shapes going. The other bit of autistic masking I'm doing when I'm drawing in public is not moving the shit out of my arm when I'm drawing these big boxes and things. Like my warm-ups are never this violent when I'm in Costa. I'm not like rocking the entire table. Doing like polite little squares. I think that'll be hilarious though. I whip out a sketchbook. Oh, look, an artist. Wonder what they're going to draw. And I'm just like shaking the shit out of the entire room. Just like, just going absolutely buck wild. You're gonna have to kick me out because I'm disturbing the patrons. the minimum wage employee is not paid enough to deal with some some lunatic abusing the public seating, listening to Final Fantasy music. He's not even using the charging sockets. He's just in here. He's just in here going crazy, making everyone uncomfortable. With his practiced arm movements. He's so loose and ready to draw, but everyone's so pissed off. Is what will happen. Surely. This is my coffee spilling. This looks like cursed Knuckles. Punished Knuckles. Live action Sonic if they went the true, honest path. The coward's route. I feel like drawing some proper Ego-Raptor characters. Yeah. Ego-Raptor Sonics and stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. Just like the really gross freaking gross out Newgrounds animation. I think Sonic already had pretty big gross shoes, but they would always draw him so it was so vile. And what the hell did Tails look like? They used to draw Tails like an actual character to, I guess, contrast. But I can't for the life of me remember what he looks like, so something like this. This is not Tails. What the? Who the hell is this? This is just generic Fox character. I know he's got hair. I know he's got hair, but like, what does his hair do? Hold on, I gotta look him up. Tails miles per hour. I guess that's pretty important. The fact that his mustache sort of connects. No, it's sort of Tails. That's sort of him. Why am I giving them clothes? drawn like kind of messed up. The knee is pointing this way. So the shoe is got to be pointing at least this way. Okay, yeah, one normal tails. And just some slovenly Sonic. They all have gloves, right? They're all wearing gloves. They're all PPE protected. Wow, that's awful. That's awful. I swear if it was blue, it would look great. Oh, why am I drawing clothes and why am I giving them all the exact same outfit? Is what I was about to do. So lazy. Sometimes I think I'm really getting a good, like, repertoire of references in my head for clothes and stuff. But then I'll look back to the sketchbooks I did, like, over a year ago. And I'm just cycling through the same outfits, the same poses. I'm like, damn it. I haven't grown. I haven't learned. I'm the same man. Even worse when you notice it on your like social media timeline or whatever. If you look through the images and the columns happen to line up so that there's two identical but flipped poses slash characters, essentially. Oh, how embarrassing. And I've always liked Knuckles, so I might just draw him normal. Maybe I'm just drawing Sonic characters in my style. Maybe that's what I'm doing today. Because what the hell would that look like? Not that. I don't know if I'm going to get away with the big eyebrow arch and stuff. You know, the... Oh, now the real question is big Knuckles or, you know, classic Knuckles? Sonic Heroes Knuckles. So I don't know if I like his modern redesigns, but I do. Part of me appreciates the, the variation, you know, the specification, speciation of the characters. Like the new Final Fantasy update, am I right? That apparently there's I haven't even watched the keynotes or whatever, but apparently they're adding more diversity to the classes. More job identity. Am I right? If I ever get that far in the story. Now this ain't right. this is not what I should have drawn. This is going to become part of the private sketchbooks I can't show anyone. Oh, holy. It's his tail. I'm guessing echidnas have tails. Oh, I bet Knuckles would have those shoe zone shoes. Like the default black Reebok sort of. The ones they sell in buckets at the front of the store. For £9. They're so bad, but it doesn't matter because you can just buy new ones when they inevitably break. When they last 2 months. That makes me nice and uncomfortable. Next page, maybe some Sonic OCs. But what about Sonic, but in the sort of traditional British Beatrix Potter illustration style? Go completely out the other end from the gross out Eager After stuff. It's the cute, wholesome Sonic, but as like a hedgehog on a farm. You know, little farmhouse hedgehog. He's wearing the cute little green marigold gardening gloves, maybe. I mean, I guess he would still want to be wearing sneakers. What do sporty farmers wear? can't give him Timberlands. Or can I? Sonic in the Tims? Maybe that's the play. I say that as if I draw the shoes differently depending on what I'm trying to draw. I just draw largely the same shapes anyway. I think I can do the arms a bit better. There's got to be a cuter, like more wholesome sort of... It's like grabbing for his first ring. No, that's kind of uncanny. His hand is backwards. No, it wasn't. It was fine. I'm picturing the first level in most PS2 games, where you start off You know, I'm talking like the Spyros and stuff, where you start off in like some domestic setting, like collecting eggs around the farm or whatever. I'm guessing this. I think the same was in Fable. Fable 1 and 2, in the very least, not 3. I remember the intro to that one. I was actually old enough to remember in Fable 3. Talking to some matronly or patronly figure before everything goes everything gets jacked by enemy force, ambiguous enemy force. What the hell were they in Spyro even? Those little orc guys. They just come in and take some eggs. It's absolute like mush mush villains. It's just like the slime from Tolkien, the residual slime from Tolkien orcs. It's them. They're just like ambiguously evil, ambiguously gross humanoids. Oh, I'm glad you could finally catch the stream. It's at a weird time, so it might not be easy to catch it again. I'm glad you like it. What else do I draw? I want to draw like an entire scene, but I don't know if I have the I don't know if I've got it loaded in, locked and loaded, ready to go. I've kind of got a feeling of the thing I want to draw. It's one of them. Like I've got the images of PS1, PS2 Spyro games floating in my head. Is it too early in the morning to translate it? It's gonna come out Shrek. You know what I mean? It's just gonna come out as Shrek. Shrek core interior. If I do it now, I think. But maybe that works. I'm going to draw a shoe rack and fill it with different kinds of shoes and make them actually visually distinct, I swear. I'm lying, I'm going to draw like 3 shoes. I'm going to make them all the same, but one of them a welly. That's what I'm going to do. I'm on a time crunch, by which I mean I'm desperate to eat breakfast. How long have I been drawing for? In terms of like, how long have I been putting pencil to paper? Probably since I was like, you know, 8 or so. Or at least, 8 or so when I started doing it, I think, more than other people. Yeah, everyone's obviously taught to draw in whichever kindergarten or whatever. But in terms of doing it seriously, probably since I was like 16. In terms of when I had some notion of wanting to go into doing art. North Star D, name a Sonic character I should draw. If you like. Or just name your favorite. Oh, this wall is adding nothing. I need to draw the characters. Draw Tails, classic. That's just what I was thinking, luckily. Okay, Tails didn't go so well the first couple times. Third time's the charm. That's my new favorite Spotify ad. Keep saying. Okay, Tails. Come on, Tails. Oh, all I can think about now is my Spotify ad recommendations. I'm getting recommended a bunch of things about being a parent and gambling. None of those are applicable, but that's where it places me. Being a parent, gambling, or owning a business and hiring employees. And I'm like, brother, I'm barely employed. Please, give me another 10 years before this becomes my demographic recommendations. No, I don't like that, Tails. What are they doing? What are they doing in this store little setting? So I also don't like that. What's Tails doing? Tying his shoes? This has been a very shoe-focused stream. I've been feeling very shoe-conscious because I bought some new ones. Repairing his shoes, I like that. Being the kind of guy that just lets them fall apart. I don't really know what you do to repair a shoe. So he's just gonna be sat down here somewhere doing some stuff, I don't know. Yeah, I let them fall apart. Just like you. And then I buy them second hand on Depop. Why are they so uncomfortable? Why are new shoes always so uncomfortable? And why do they last for 6 months? You know, 13 months and then fall apart? Probably because I buy them on second hand Depop. How else am I going to get Converse for less than £50? Okay, I'm being very liberal with my with my tails. This might be the best I get. He's more like a fennec fox than a... What the hell is Tails again? He's like a dog? He is a fox? How unaligned is his face? Do I need to redraw his face? Same. I'm not a big Sonic fan. I'm a Sonic fan. I'm a fan of Sonic fans. Can't quite get this face. I'm thinking they're just holding up like a destroyed boot. Sonic is a great music company that makes games. Yeah. Definitely the kind of what's it, coincidental, incidental. You know, they got the games, but they've also got tracks that could like narrate your entire lifetime. I could walk to any location with a fitting Sonic track in the background. You know, you can't get that kind of versatility with with Dark Souls or something. Unless you lead the most stressful life known to man. I'm gonna go out on a whim and say cobblers would use tiny hammers. I think I've seen that before. I've run into the eternal problem of filling the gaps behind the drawing lines without overcomplicating the silhouette. Like the pose is in, I just need to connect it somehow. Without flattening the whole thing. Yeah, Tails bought these. Tails bought these at full price, and they're already falling apart. That's what he gets. That's the biggest sting. Is when you actually finally make a sensible purchase. And it turns out you were right to just... Your financial decisions were right before then. The pose isn't really coming across. Need to make some changes. The shoe needs to be the most prominent bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Just gonna cheat and drag that down. Just place it a little bit more into the background. Why is that made of stone and this suddenly made of wood? Environmental inconsistency. Don't tell me I actually gonna have to draw the freaking stone tiles. Oh. What a pain. This is just gonna distract. Maybe this will be just enough. I think there's a bit of a fisheye going on with the background. I'm going to pretend I did that on purpose and lean into it. Oh, how'd you get over being concerned with technical skill and drawing what you want despite feeling it like you're not ready for it? I get that question a lot. Not I get that question a lot. I mean I intensely feel that question is what I mean by that. You know, I'm often drawing and then what I want to draw is in my head, but what comes out is just sort of like what I've already drawn, you know? Sometimes I just feel like I'm falling back on what I've already done 100 times. Like, I'm like, oh, draw a cool helmet. I think I was moaning about this earlier, but I'll like, draw a cool helmet, draw a cool pose, and like, it's not really what I was thinking. I've just done this before, so it came out okay. Which is its own problem, but it's also a solution in the sense that you can sort of build up a fundamental repertoire. You can get like a how to say like a language of things you can draw that you can draw without worrying, you know, like so that whatever you do draw doesn't make you upset to look at is the most important thing. Just trying to make getting enough fundamentals down so that you're not upset every time you pick up a pen. You know what I mean? Just like get a comfort zone. Which for me meant just like drawing a bunch of things from reference as often as I could. Like it's as much as it sometimes sucks, you gotta do the life drawing before you can start drawing bodies and stuff. Just willy-nilly. And I've realized how I can connect these, make this a wood texture. It does sort of have a thing going on. Yeah, that frames it a bit better. Yeah, a lot of the times when I'm drawing something cool, or when I think I'm going to draw something cool, it's not actually me. Like, I've got this cool thing in my head. It's just like I'm sort of mixing a couple elements that I've drawn before into one new shape. It's like when you unlock power-ups in a roguelike that have synergies. It's not like a new skill. It's just I've drawn 100 fennec foxes. And I've drawn 100 fellas in that sort of pose. Doing something like this. And together, I can draw a fennec fox in that sort of pose, doing something like that. And obviously you have to do it more than 100 times. I'm gonna grab breakfast. I'm gonna eat breakfast at this time. But I'm glad you like them. Getting them expressive is also, like, you have to practice that as a separate skill. Like, separate to drawing the anatomy of the head, you have to go out and draw people in public. You have to go draw people's expressions if you want to be able to draw expressive characters, you know? You have to go and be the weirdo in Starbucks, shaking the table about, staring people in the eyes as they're trying to have a catch-up with their parents. Alright, I'm gonna go eat my overnight oats. I might be gross and keep talking whilst I'm doing it, but one sec. Alright, I'm back with oats in hand. Yeah, another way to go about sort of getting over any kind of fear of drawing is just do it, you know? Like, these streams are a good way for me to do it, because I have to sit down and just do the drawing. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's such a ennui when you're trying to do something and it doesn't work, but yeah, I don't know. Just do it. Just draw the characters. You have to draw them poorly before you can ever draw them nicely. Building up the visual library, it's just a case of always be sketching. If you see a plant, download the plant into your brain. By drawing it. Absolutely steal people's likenesses. Yeah, and I'm talking a big talk about saying always be sketching, but you know, I can go an entire weekend and get like 2 drawings done. You know, like, oh, when I'm going shopping, I'll sit outside Tesco and sketch some people coming past. But then I'll, you know, do my shopping, and stuff gets in the way. I spend too long looking at the reduce section, and I need to get to Aldi before it closes. So. No time to sit. Sit and draw people in the park. You know, and there's only so much you can focus whilst you're making chili. So much you can focus on drawing. Holy moly. Overnight oats got to be the best kind of oats. Hurry back to it. Alright. Not that I had very good drawing advice in the first place, but I've got some non-drawing related advice. That's probably way more helpful than any than any actual art advice I could ever give. And it's not even advice, I just didn't realize how much better for you 0% Greek yogurt is than 10% Greek yogurt. it's only a difference of 10%, but it's like the full fat stuff is 40% of your daily saturates. Freaking insane. It's diabolical. I've got an entire tub of atomic waste in my fridge now, essentially. I bought the full fat stuff because it tastes so good. Not realizing it's gonna absolutely destroy my gut biome. I'm gonna be walking around with sludge in my stomach. I do not like that texture at all. The doctor said I need to gain weight, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'll full fat everything. No more of this green top milk. I need every calorie I can. But it's not worth it, man. 10 extra calories for for 10 years off your lifespan from the heart strain. It's madness. I need a dietitian. Okay, what am I drawing? I feel like I need something that's gonna um, still frame tails even better. Maybe a cabinet? Did I ask you something? No, sorry. I said, I was talking to myself saying, what am I drawing? Trying to turn my brain back on. Maybe it's like Tails' workshop bench. I feel like I want to put some plants in here. Or something else Sonic-y. What's something Sonic-y? Sonic set dressing. What do they have in the backgrounds of Sonic games? It's got like springs. I don't know if that belongs here. Just a bunch of springs and trees. This is what happens when I try to draw from a game I just do not play. I simply just do not know jack shit about Sonic. Now what would... I was thinking of drawing a giant pile of emeralds. What would the equivalent of emeralds be in this farmhouse universe? Yeah, like some Chaos Emeralds. I feel like it doesn't work to just draw some Chaos Emeralds. They're like... They wouldn't just have those lying around. Yeah, they're just sort of chucked around on the floor. What do the Chaos Emeralds look like again? Chaos Emeralds. What shape are they? Tell me, Google. Oh, okay, they are sort of... I was expecting a sort of Minecraft color, Minecraft shape. Thought emerging. If it's sort of like in the nook of a loop. I don't know, something like this. Because there's all the loops in the Sonic games. I don't know. That feels like something. You know, it's like inside the Green Hill Zone. Can I pull that off? No, I know what to do. I'm gonna try emulate the checkered patterns with these stones. Checkered design, checkered texture of the level. And if I draw these like the big boxy leaves from the game. Yeah, that's starting to feel a bit more intentional. Except that tangent. Ugh. Fixed. Saved. I don't know, is that really coming across? Do I need to redo it from scratch? Okay, risky move. I want to be finished with this, but I also kind of want to do it justice. It's just a stupid sketch, but... Well, thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Glad you enjoyed it. Hope you like the finished thing. It might just be this with more stuff erased. I'll be honest. If this doesn't work out, I cry. Door is sort of a moot point. The door doesn't really make any sense for this to be a habitation. Or maybe it's just like a Lego set sort of situation. Where you're just taking the roof off for viewing purposes. It's assumed there's usually a roof. Like some kind of skylight maybe. That sort of thing. Stay focused. Stay focused. Finish the house. Maybe do background stuff later. Does it look better to darken that corner or to make it keep it lighter? I think really I should bold this side. Foreground this side a bit. That's not a term. That's not an art term. I need to foreground this side. Make it more prominent. Yeah, something like this. I don't know, maybe they got one of those canister things. What are those? Little power-ups or whatever. Up on top. couple of rings. I obviously never questioned what the hell these little TV things were supposed to be. Are they like Robotnik machines? God knows. Just some distant looping hills. Compositionally, it's kind of all over the place. This needs to go, but I'm loath to delete because I'm so lazy. Can I repurpose it somehow? Maybe put it in this foreground instead. Let's try that. Sort of. Not really, though. Not tricky. No, I'll just leave it a bit weird. Gonna do a quick pass of color, maybe, and call it there. Too intense. Gonna be the laziest, laziest shit you've ever seen in your life. Get to this stage. I start having no idea whether what I'm doing is hindering or helping. I just don't know what I'm doing with the colours, so I'm just going to keep splatting them down until something changes. Just keep splatting the colours. Just keep splatting colours. It will work. It will work. That looks like poo. I feel like I should colour the door. Surely I should colour the door, but... Bah. Needs a little bit more colour. Oh, this is the hardest part of anything. Just not knowing what you're doing. Sucks. Need to go on like an intensive course for painting. And I need it to not take anywhere near as long as I did to learn to draw. Good morning, Wop. I'm actually about to hop off. I did an early one today. We know that I didn't expect to wake up at like 6 in the morning. Yep. Sonic picture. Not that I have any Sonic leanings. It's just happened this way. I don't know. I can't explain. I was in a Sonic mood, I suppose, but I don't want to see your deranged Sonic art. Oh no, Mop, is it DeviantArt deranged? What are we talking about? You can't be saying those things online. Or Egoraptor deranged, that's how I started the day off. Something like that. Let me just move my paper texture. The illusion is ruined. That's maybe too much grain. There's no such thing as too much grain. Then we just absolutely diddle the RGB sliders till it looks, I guess, like an Instagram filter. This is me tricking myself into thinking I have some artistic painting abilities, when in reality I'm just applying like the halo effect from the Instagram filters. Teach you my ways of coloring. You don't understand. I can't teach you in the same way that a deer cannot teach you how to evade a lion. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fleeing from the end of this. I'm fleeing from the scene and trying to put anything together to make this work. I knew something was up. Tails doesn't have a tail. Not even one. Yeah, this is Pastoral Sonic. Do I have it in me to draw Tails a tail? Or do I want to get on? Get on with the... I can't believe I just asked myself that. Do I want to sit here and draw nonsense, or do I want to do work? Of course I want to sit here and draw nonsense. I'm going to give him a tail. I'm going to keep doing this and procrastinating. Which means I need to find his, the drawing layer. He's only got the 2, right? He's only got 2 tails. Kind of looks like it's coming out of his waist. It's got like some umbilical tail. And I'm not really a fan of how Sonic's colors came out. Color neckerchief. Oh, you sent me a Sonic piece. Hold on, I'm so desperate to finish. One of these colors is going to work. I'm going to stumble on a color. I think it's just going to have to be red. You played the game as in you played the classic side-scroller? Or you played the game with like the OC create your own Sonic? Which one got you hooked? The main old 3 ones. Okay, you're clear. And 3 of the newer ones. Sonic Frontier. I've got such a strong image of my housemate. Absolutely Zoomer core on his Steam Deck in like the middle of a restaurant playing Sonic Frontiers. Complete iPad kid. Hey man, if the character creator was good, they had some they had some good tail options. What can you do? The man likes what he likes. Nope. I still don't like this face. Still not huge on the colouring. Okay, one less thing. Option 1 or option 2? Option 1 or option 2? I think option 1. Or option 3. Shit, I messed up the layers. It's a sign. I just need to stop. I need to call it there. Unless I keep going. Why does his tails look so sad? His shoe's busted. He's broken his shoe. Okay. And I just do gradients on the line art till I feel satisfied. I'm trapped. I can't get out. I need to finish. I'm trapped. Help. Help, help, help. I'm like, okay, I'll just do this thing. But I can't leave the wellies unpainted. God forbid. Okay, I have to call it. Yeah, I could draw a whole other scene. Like, I could see it, but freaking... Don't tempt me. I'm so close to just spending 24 hours drawing this nonsense. No, 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 I started drawing the background! No! Stop, stop, man, stop! I just feel like I'm one stroke away from a beautiful lighting scene. The freaking image of the mining for diamonds. Turning back right before he meets him. Right before he strikes diamond, rather than more coal. Lay your dumb ideas on me, Mop. I'm trapped here for a minute. Just flesh out the meme, yeah. 100% of artists quit right before they accidentally do exactly what they're intending to do with their pictures. Okay. I'm glad you like it. What? I'm glad you I'm glad you saw the Sonic Hobbit hole. I'm trying to finish it. But I can't escape. Keep doing more bits. Okay, I don't think I'm making any progress on it. It's been long enough. I'm done. Finished 2.5 hours of drawing Sonic nonsense. Okay. Well, that's all for today. I hope you like it. You gotta get drawing those Sonic memes, Mop. Hope we don't spend as as long trapped as I am. Alright. I'll see you next time, maybe next week. Goodbye.